today we are going to do dairy feeding, and we are going to prepare feed for dairy animals. And before we start our lesson for today, I want us to remind ourselves about dairy feeding, what we learned in our class. What are dairy feeds? What are dairy feeds? Yeah, so these are feeds which are dairy animals. And first of all, we are going to identify some of the PPEs. These are personal protective equipment. So I want us to discuss about the importance. So what are the importance of using PPEs?
It reduces the cost of the accident.
Yes, they reduce the cost. Yes. Another one, Elizabeth? Yeah, they also reduce injuries. Adam? Yes, compliance with regulatory.
Yes, the costing of the car.
Yes, that is very good. So I'm going to issue some handouts for the PPEs. So we are going to identify some of the PPEs that we are going to use. So what are the PPEs that you can identify from the handouts? You tell me what the PPEs and their uses. Pardon? Gumboots, what are they used for? Protect the feet from injury. Gloves for? Yes, very good. Another one, mask. Yes, very good. Another one? Yes. Yes, Peter, another? Masks. So in short, these are the PPEs which you use when you are dealing with animal feeds to ensure the safety and also the safety of the feeds. So the next thing that we are going to do, we are going to identify the feeds that we have. So you realize that we have dry feed and we also have the succulent ones, right?
Yeah.
So we normally prefer to use the dry feed for various reasons. So can you tell me some of the reasons why we use the dry feed?
Dry feed, the already is dry, is not up the most because when you're using the machine,
Yes.
the machine isn't rust, it's already dried. So it makes the efficient for the machine use.
Yes, so you ensure that when you're using the dry feed, you protect the machine from rusting because now that water can affect the machine. Another reason for using dry feed, Fiona?
To avoid bloating.
Yes, so it is advised that we use the dry feed so that you avoid bloating in the animal, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so I'm going to demonstrate how we can make the feed, and we are going to use the tap cutter. See, it's called the tap cutter. So we are going to use this one to make our feed. So the reason I told you we are cutting the feed into small pieces for the animal. So first we make sure that we have our paper. We have a melon paper that we are going to put there to ensure that we don't contaminate the food. So I'm going to demonstrate how we use the tap cutter to cut the feed into small pieces. So you place your feed here, and then first thing you are going to ensure that your machine is sharp. So if it is sharp, now you proceed with your process. This is where we put it on. Yeah, this is the source of the So that is how we do the cutting. Ensure that you have a clean surface where you collect your feed to ensure that it doesn't contaminate with dust and so forth. So, how many are you? 7. So in your group, I want you now to do exactly what I have done, to demonstrate the cutting of the feed. So make sure that you don't get too close to the machine. Our feed is now ready. We have now chopped the feed and it is now ready for feeding. So after now you chop the feed, you take your bucket and now you put the feed. After that, now your feed is now ready to be taken to your animals. But you also realize that there are some cases where you don't have the power. So it's also possible that now you can also use the shaft cutter manually, where you just spin this wheel. So as you spin, you realize that you will also be cutting your feed. Are we together? Yes. Any questions? Any question after that? So, can you collect all the equipment and make sure that you
Finish cutting. Finish cutting.
we finish cutting?
Yes. Yes. Please don't feed before you put on the machine, because if it's clogged haitafunguka. So inaasha kwanza ndio unaingiza.
now after this now your feed is now ready to feed. So you put in the bucket and then you take to the feeding truck. And before you put them, make sure the place is clean. So we are using the wheelbarrow to make sure that if there are some remains, to make sure that you remove them so that you may put the fresh feed. Okay? So now after this, now we are going to clean the place. Because now you can see the place is dirty, to ensure that it's clean.
So before you move, what are the safety requirement for that machine? Yes, yes. Safety measures. Yes?
It's working proper, like proper. It's working proper. So it's sharp. And then you make sure that you don't walk like other people are walking.
That's one. Now, on the water maintenance practices on the machine.
You oil change.
Wewe umeongea.
Sharpening.
Sasa. Wewe moja. For example, like where you're supposed to oil. Yeah? Other than that, next, another maintenance practice.
Sharpening.
The cutting edge.
Another one.
Some nuts.
Tighten the loose nuts, yes. Another one. What do you call this part? Now you are using the machine. What's the name of this part? That one. Yo. The one I've touched. Rubber.
Rubber belt.
Huh?
The pen.
The belt. What do you call this one?
Hopper. Chaff collector.
The chaff collector.
The hopper. That's the hopper.
Huh? Chaff holder.
Hopper.
Hopper.
Hopper. Hopper. The other one is belt. So the rubber is the belt made of rubber. So we call it rubber belt. Huh? What do you call this one? Huh?
Motor.
Motor.
Electric motor.
Then what do you call where the rubber belt is? Huh? The wheel. So then you call this one cutting blade or cutting knife. So then what do you call this one?
The cranes.
This one. Yeah.
The reels.
Huh?
Reels.
This one's the cranes.
Wametoka wapi? Wameingia na wapi?
The other side.
What do you call that? Called rollers. Huh?
So can you tell us what we just learned? Importance of PPE. Importance of PPE is the identification of the feeds. Another one?
The parts of
The parts of
The machine.
the chaff cutter. So I'm leaving you with an assignment. So you discuss how the size of chopped animal feed affects digestion in dairy animals, and that one will be 15 marks. So you collect that one and we meet in the next class. Thank you.
Okay.